The team is working on a project to find an artifact that could indicate time and purpose in the area where the road was built. They are currently in the peat layer, which is contemporaneous with the road. They plan to detect the underwater road and its surface, which has age and about 20 inches of sediment on top. The underwater road has age and is characterized by a squidgy bottom with little metal. They are also looking for a piece of a keg barrel, which could be more evidence of the stone pathway being used to haul heavy cargo or treasure onto Oak Island. This piece could be connected to the piece of the keg barrel recovered from the money pit in 1861. Another piece, which appears too rounded, is also important as it is down at the bottom of the mud layer. As they move closer towards the road, they hope to find more coal. The team believes that they should get some answers from these two pieces, which could provide information about a specific type of tool or cultural influence. The team is considering bagging this piece, as it may contain chemical trace. However, they are unsure if there is a chemical trace, so they decide not to do so. They hope that the piece will tell a better story, and that there may be more in there that will tell a better story. As another exciting morning begins on Oak Island for brothers Rick and Marty Lagena and their partners, they continue to uncover two of the most incredible discoveries ever made in the 225-year search for a legendary treasure. Massive stone pathways that have been unearthed in the southeast corner of the triangle-shaped swamp, one of which may be leading directly toward the original money pit treasure shaft. The investigation of the swamp has been conducted with the help of archaeologist Dr. Aaron Taylor. Tom has some questions and suggests that the discovery might be a road leading up to the uplands, possibly a harbor for unloading items. The road would have taken a lot of work to build. The team is finding pieces of wood, which they believe may be cribbing underneath the stone. They also find another layer of stone underneath the stone, which is firm and looks like a cut stake. Another feature in the construction of the stone road in the swamp is another structure below it. If so, what it is and why was it built? The team will take this sample and test it. The coal found on the stone pathway in the swamp is what they are looking for. 1 year ago, metal detection expert Gary Drayton discovered a badly burned strap identified by blacksmith Carmen Lagena to have come from an early 18th century ship. This offered compelling evidence of a long-held theory by Fred Nolan that at one time, Oak Island was two islands and that a treasure galleon had been sailed in between them, unloaded of its precious cargo, and then burned and sunk in a man-made swamp. The discovery of charcoal on the stone pathway could be corroborating evidence that Fred's theory is true. The only time coal was used in any volume on the island was around 1860 or beyond. The coal is also found in cut stakes, suggesting something would have held all this up in a bog. Despite the excitement and discoveries, the team remains left with more questions. Dr. Aaron Taylor agrees that the discovery is a mystery. The Oak Island team, led by Marty Lagena and Craig Tester, is exploring the mysterious stone road beneath the southern border of the swamp. They have discovered a wooden structure beneath the edge of the road, which they believe was built during the construction of the road. The road was built for a specific purpose, possibly to avoid being found after completion. Also, they have discovered some interesting artifacts, including an old-looking chain and hook dating back to the 16th century. This chain could be used to offload cargo from a ship onto Oak Island, as it could be pulled across heavy ground and up the road. The chain was a 3-point hitch, which could have been a 4-point hitch. The team has defined the extent of the road's construction and where it transitions to the beach, aligning with the idea that a larger ship offshore, a tender, brought material to a crafted slipway, wharf, or dock. The team hopes that the discovery will provide clues to the story and give them a date. As they continue their exploration, they come across a barrel stave, similar to those found in the swamp. The barrel stave seems to fit with the idea of an offloading area, as it was how they transported stuff. The team is trying to compare the barrel stave found near the stone road or ship's wharf to determine if the idea of an offloading area is correct. In conclusion, the Oak Island team is working on uncovering more clues about the mysterious stone road and its potential connection to the transportation of goods from the swamp to the island. They are excited to continue their search and hope to find more valuable discoveries in the future. The text describes a group of people who are digging in and around a swamp. which they believe could be as old as 600 years old. They discover various artifacts, including a stone road, paved area, and ramp, and are excited to continue their search. They notice a boulder in the area, which they believe is the end of the road. They decide to do some shovel work to check the boulder, but they are unsure if it means the end of the road. The group also discovers 3 interesting pieces of wood, barrel staves, and a hand-shaped tool. They wonder if this was used in the original construction of the stone road. If so, scientific analysis could help identify its age and who brought it to Oak Island. As they continue to dig, they come across more bigger rocks coming their way. They find another rock buried in line with the original rock, and a flat one lower behind them. Marty believes there are clues in the swamp, and he has been wrong about the extent of the workings in the swamp. He believes there is something good in there, and he is beginning to like the swamp. Marty is hesitant to take over the swamp, but the more discoveries they have made, the more he sees the twinkle in Marty's eye. They may want to take over the swamp a bit. The log they thought might be the end of the road might be an edge. Rick comes in and they will discuss what to do. Marty and Rick and Craig will decide what to do, and they are confident that they are onto something important. Oak Island, a mysterious island for 220 years, has been a playground for mystery lovers and fortune seekers. Rick, Lagena Pride discovers the deepest secret beneath the island, which is alive and pulsing. The team prepares to dig the money pit, but the ground is working against them as they dig deeper. Water rushes in fast and relentlessly, swallowing their progress. As they make it 65 feet down, the battle with water becomes non-stop, and the entire operation is in danger if they cannot stop the flooding. A hidden cave separate from the money pit, lined with wooden beams, is discovered. Rick stands at the edge of the cave, believing it is part of something bigger, possibly a secret chamber or burial site. The possibilities are endless, and Oak Island seems to throw a new problem their way. Skeptics have long believed the island is nothing more than a money-making machine, but those standing at the edge of the cavern know the truth. The team, led by Steve, is working on a 3D model to reveal the underground structures and their historical importance. However, they face a challenge when water leaks in an area where they are digging deeper. The ongoing excitement and determination may make some people wonder if the main goal is to keep the TV show's audience interested rather than making real historical discoveries. The team below Oak Island, led by Blaine Carrick, embarked on an expedition to uncover hidden treasures beneath the island. They explored the cave at depths between 140 and 142 feet, identifying signs of human modifications and potential entrances or exits. The data uncovered was remarkable, suggesting multiple treasure caches hidden beneath the money pit area. The team focused on a newly drilled hole into Aladdin's cave, using a high-definition camera to examine its depths and contents. They aimed to verify if the cave was shaped by human hands and learn more about its structure and origins. Rick and Marty Lagena saw these discoveries as the culmination of years of dedication and hard work. Blaine played a central role in the investigation of Oak Island's underground features, planning to perform a detailed sonar scan if they managed to gain access to the cave. The team's dedication to their project and the discovery of a significant archaeological site led them to drill another hole to allow sonar to reach deeper into the cave and produce more detailed images. Begley and Drayton, along with Rick Lagena, Craig Tester, and archaeologist Larry Neon, discovered a stone structure believed to be as ancient as the famous garden shaft tools dating back 4 centuries. The discovery of a Roman trade token on Oak Island raised numerous questions about its origin and how it came to the island. Archaeologists will analyze the token, comparing it with known examples of Roman trade tokens to determine its authenticity and significance. A lead disc or coin was found on Lot 5, consisting of 2 layers. One was almost entirely lead with tiny amounts of copper and iron, suggesting it came from mining operations. The darker layer showed a different composition, with a lot of iron at about 41% and smaller portions of copper and silicone. The natural presence of lead in both layers suggested that the material came from mining operations. The connection with a Roman coin found earlier added complexity to Oak Island's historical scene, hinting at a significant historical presence dating back centuries. Experts in ancient metallurgy and historical artifacts were consulted, explaining that lead artifacts from ancient Rome were commonly used for various purposes, including trade tokens, seals, and religious objects, due to the extensive influence of the Roman Empire. The team partnered with Rick and Marty Lagena, landowner Tom Nolan, and fellow explorers to continue their work on the Great Quadrilateral, a 32-foot-long stone structure believed to have been constructed centuries ago. They have identified a constructed entryway wood in the tunnel and a piece of lead with minerals linked to Italy, providing valuable insights into the complex history of Oak Island and the role of the Knights Temple in the region.